Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Yes, Drake likes being around Sexyy Red that much. Like, are you kidding me? Like, have we not followed Drake his entire career? Drake loves ratchet girls. Drake likes going to the strip club. Like, what up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, I always say I have a good episode for you guys, and I do have a good episode. It's just not a big episode. It was just Easter weekend. Everybody was moving a little slow this weekend. Social media was a little slow. The viral moments were a little not viraling, but I still put a little bit of an Easter Monday show together for you guys. So strap in. It's about to go down. All right. I got two lead stories. Of course, we got to talk about Diddy again. He is outside. We're going to talk about Lizzo quitting music. Then we're going to jump into quick news. I got a little bit of Joe Budden, Beyoncé, speed news. We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, Donald Trump. Question of the day. I actually have two questions of the day. I'll tell you one right now. What's a weird smell that you like? I actually have a lot of weird smells that I like, so I can't wait to get into that. And then we're going to close off with a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, radio, or devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. Diddy steps out on a daddy-daughter date with his twins, Jesse and Delilah. Also, the next day, Diddy was outside at a restaurant and an influencer caught him. We have a little clip. Take a listen.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here.
What's up?
Miami's like that. Yeah. It's a movie.
Pura Vida. Yo, Miami's like that. All right, let me tell you the problem with this, all right? It's just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's disrespectful to the victims. It's disrespectful to everybody involved. Diddy is close to being a billionaire. Diddy doesn't have to go out to Top Golf. Diddy doesn't have to go out to Pura Vida. Like, he's doing this on purpose. He's doing this to let people know, or to let us know, that he's unaffected by things. Diddy has a big enough compound and lives on a big enough estate that he doesn't have to feel trapped in the house for him to go out. And the places that he's going, he knows he's going to be seen. And I think especially the second one, it was set up. Well, I think both of them were set up because you're going to Top Golf. People are going to take pictures. He probably called the paparazzi to tell him he's there. And this influencer has like a 2 or 3 million followers. And apparently Dolce Vita, whatever the name of the place is a popular place in Miami. So he knew that influencers were going to be there. So this is Diddy just trying to let us know that he's unbothered. And to play Diddy advocate for a second, if Diddy is saying in his head, I'm not guilty of all of this, because that's what he's saying to the press, like he's completely innocent. He's trying to let us know that, you know, why should I stay in my house? Why should I stay locked up when I didn't do anything wrong? The problem with that, Diddy, is that there is a mountain of evidence. You have settled multiple lawsuits already, the biggest one being with Cassie. And I know that settling a civil suit doesn't admit guilt, right? But there are people who have been hurt by your actions, okay? And I know the courts hasn't gone on yet, hasn't started yet, and I know you haven't been found guilty of anything. And I have gone on record multiple times of saying that everybody should have due process. All I'm saying is that while this is going on, it looks disrespectful to the victims, even if you're innocent. And I said this, I think, a couple of days ago when your son was on social media, King Combs, and he was on social media working out in the gym with his girlfriend with his shirt off. It looks like you don't care. And that is just a bad message, regardless of your innocence or your guilt. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, as a PR move, I just don't think it's smart. You're close to being a billionaire. If I were you, I would stay in your homes. I would stay on your private jets. And if you have to go outside, go to your other billionaire friends' place, if you still have some, and I'm sure you do, and stay out of public places until all of this either comes to an end or boils over. It just looks disrespectful. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how it feels like to me. And then, when somebody is like when the guy, well, for those of you who didn't see the actual video, go to my YouTube page. I put up the video. It's just not audio for those who are listening on the radio or YouTube podcast platforms. It's like the look on his face. And when he puts up his hands like, yo, it's love. It's love. It just looks like he doesn't care. And that is just a bad message. You're going to have a jury that's going to get pulled together. There's people watching you. There's DA, there's lawyers. And the more that you have this kind of arrogant, lack of remorse look on your face, even if you're innocent, it's going to make them probe even deeper. That's how I would feel if I was the DA or the attorneys or whoever is on the case, the investigators, sorry, that's the word I'm looking for, the investigators on the case. It's like, they just raided your home, bro. And again, like I said, maybe you're innocent in all this. It's possible. It doesn't look likely with all the people that are coming out, all these allegations and people from the past. But let's just give you the benefit of the doubt that you are. Yo, have you and your son and your daughters lay low. I would stay off the grid. Stop posting birthday wishes. I even saw Kim Combs, like, your son just post, I think yesterday, it's like, yo, stop the cap. Yo, everybody just get off of social media and lay low, especially if you're innocent. Just show respect to the process and not look like you're, giving a finger to the people that are coming after you. That's what I would do. And I would allow due process. And if you're innocent, when it's done and they come out and they say, hey, we've done an investigation and we have decided that there is no more we're not going to, no, not anymore. Just want to make it clear they haven't put any, applied any charges. Let them come out and say, we have decided that there's not sufficient evidence. We are not pressing charges against Sean Combs. Then when that's done, I would still take a couple of weeks. And then you slowly come out. Love. Yo, I'm just saying, it just looks disrespectful to the victims. It just looks disrespectful to the people who are bringing you to civil court. Forget about criminal court. The people who are bringing you to civil court. Cassie that's saying, hey, me being with you totally almost ruined my entire life. I have to go through therapy, whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, it just looks disrespectful, man. That would just be my advice. I don't know what you guys think about there, but that's just my 2 cents. Hopefully things calm down a little bit more with Diddy this week, and I don't have to get on this podcast and literally talk about him every day, because I would just like to see this actually just play out and him not keep instigating things like this. And I would just like to see the due process and everybody get their fair shot. But I really don't like what him and his sons and it's not really his daughters. I don't think his daughters had, I don't think his daughters posting on social media, but him, his daughters, and his sons, what they're doing. Yeah, I would just chill, take it easy, and let this process go ahead. That's what I do. That's the Trent Out Loud advice. All right, in our second lead story, Lizzo puts out a post indirectly saying that she's quitting music. Take a listen to this. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everybody in my life and on the internet. All I wanted to do was make music and make people happy and help the world and help the world be a little bit better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like this world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly put up against lies being told about me for clout and for views. Being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this. I quit. Peace sign. Yeah, I'll just read a little bit of the story. Lizzo makes a post saying that she's tired of putting up with being dragged by everybody in her life and on the internet. The songstress explains that she is starting to feel like the world doesn't want her in it. She goes on to say that I didn't sign up for this ish and I quit. Please join us in sending prayers and positive energy to Lizzo. That was from the Shade Room. Look, I like Lizzo. And Lizzo has gotten a little bit of a tough rap last year. For those of you who don't remember, there's a group of I don't know if the proper word is saying overweight, but large women or big women, whatever the politically correct term is, suing Lizzo for fat shaming them. And then she came out and was like, "Hey, I'm a big girl, and my whole point was putting big girls on. How could I be a voice for big girls and I'm fat shaming?" And a lot of people were from her camp were saying that this group of girls just didn't make it as her dancers, and that's why they were suing her. And ever since then, Lizzo hasn't really come back how she really once was. Rumors had it that actually Lizzo was on the short list for the Super Bowl. I think it was her, Usher, and I think 2 or 3 other people. And of course, as you know, they chose Usher. But I think I'm never going to know, but I think it was a witch hunt. As you can tell, nothing really came of the case. I think the case has been dropped, actually. But I really like Lizzo. I've done a couple of podcasts on Lizzo. Candace Owens always just trying to drag Lizzo as she's, what does Candace say? That she's trying to promote obesity and her being big is unhealthy. Lizzo has always said that she works out and she trains, and this is how her body is. And I have a little bit of a nutritional background and a personal training background. There's some people's body who are just dispositioned to be like this, and it's a little bit harder for them. And just your average working out an average diet, this is Lizzo's average body. And what I like about Lizzo's message is that Lizzo just is okay, comfortable in her skin, right? She chooses not to take diet pills where everybody's on Ozempic. You see, she still hasn't gotten to that stage yet where she's that quote unquote skinny. And I hope she doesn't. And that's why I always have Lizzo's back. And every time I see Lizzo on social media making a post like this or talking about like this, I always try to lend my voice to her message, because I like her message. I like the fact that she's comfortable in her skin. I totally disagree with Candace Owens. I don't want to promote obesity. I don't want to promote somebody being unhealthy, but you can be a big person and still be healthy. And you, as long as you do your tests and your calorie count and whatever, et cetera, I'm not going to get into the health side of everything, but you can be healthy and still be big and still be working towards a goal. And I feel like that's Lizzo's message, and her showing off her body and being comfortable in her skin. I always think that's a beautiful message, to not always be promoting this skinny girl or the perfect body or whatever. So for those of you who are my loyal followers, you know that I have posted Lizzo. I have made little jokes about like me and date night with Lizzo on my Instagram. Like, I am a big Lizzo fan. I just love her. I love her confidence, and I just love that she's comfortable in her skin. And it rubs people the wrong way, and I'll always question why that upsets people, that she is comfortable in her own skin. Like, you want her to not love her for who she is. Like, it just baffles my mind. But anyways, shout out to Lizzo. I'm sending love and healing energy, like the Shame Room said. I hope she doesn't quit music. I hope this doesn't turn into something else. I mean, this could look like a suicide note almost. People are saying it's quitting music, but sometimes people get to such a dark place that, you know what I mean? Like, it could get to be something worse. And then people are going to say, oh, we should have had Lizzo's back or whatever. So sending healing energy to Lizzo. Keep your head up. Don't listen to these people hating you out there. Keep doing your albums, keep doing your music, keep loving yourself, and keep the positive body energy, because there's people out there who love it, and I am one of them. Shout out to Lizzo. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Joe Budden comments on Drake and Sexyy Red's relationship. Oh, you think he likes being around Sexyy Red that much? Here, I have a clip. Take a listen.
It sound like a that could rap at that level that gets paid off of everybody's deal? Or you think he just likes being around Sexyy Red that much?
Yes, Drake likes being around Sexyy Red that much. Like, are you kidding me? Like, have we not followed Drake his entire career? Drake loves ratchet girls. Drake likes going to the strip club. Like, Drake is not out here with like prissy high maintenance chicks. Like, Drake likes BBWs. He likes big girls. He likes ratchet chicks. Like, are you joking? It's the same reason why I love Sexyy Red. So that is just a stupid comment from Joe Budden. Like, Joe is like, I love Joe. All due respect, like podcast pioneer, legend in the social media game. All due respect to Joe. I'm a big fan of the show. I watch it all the time. Like, love Joe. He just says some stupid things sometimes, and this doesn't make sense. Like, was Drake, part of Sexyy Red's rollout? Okay, possibly. Like, do labels pay artists to get featured on other artists' features? Yeah, possibly. Like, you're not saying anything that we don't already know. Like, this happens all the time. But the way that Joe is making it seem is like, Drake hates Sexyy Red, and he cannot stand the fact that, her label came to Drake for them to do a song or for them to collaborate. Like I said, this happens all the time in the music industry, all the time, right? Whatchamacallit, who's that guy that just snitched? 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine, paid Kodak Black $1 million to jump on his track. Now Kodak was like, I don't even like this guy. He's a snitch, but I'm gonna go on there for $1 million. Like, that's what the labels do, right? They have an artist, they're like, hey, let's team them up with this person. They will go to Jay, they'll go to 50, they'll go to this person. What Joe was just hating because no one's coming to him because he's not an artist anymore. So yeah, 1,000% from Lil Baby to Migos. Like, Drake has put a bunch of people on. Some of them he's probably found himself. Some of them their labels have been like, yo, Drake, we have this new artist. Do you like this person? You want to jump on it? So Joe was not like saying anything that we don't know. But what I don't like is that he's making it seem like Drake is not like Sexyy Red is not the type of artist that Drake wouldn't like organically. That's 100% the type of girl and the type of movement that Drake would want to attach himself to and like. So anyways, y'all know I'm a big Sexyy Red fan. So shout out to Drake, shout out to Sexyy Red, and also shout out to Joe, man. I love Joe. He's creating viral moments for us, but he's 100% wrong on this one. All right, in our second quick story, Beyoncé continues to break records with what? Cowboy Carter. All right, I told you guys for like the past couple of weeks, I was super excited about this. I'm like a small member of the Beehive. I was really excited about this album. It dropped in, to be completely transparent with y'all. I'm really sorry, but you guys are going to probably kick me out the Beehive, but I haven't even listened to the album yet. I've been like super busy this whole weekend. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't listened to it because when I listen to a new album, I like to like totally zone out. I don't want to be driving. I don't want to be nothing. I want to just like sit still and digest it. So I haven't listened to it yet, but it has been breaking records out here. I'll tell you some of the records that it has been breaking. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter officially breaks the record for the biggest first day stream of any album on Spotify in 2024. With time remaining. I don't know what that means. With time remaining. I think they're just trying to say like, there's time remaining in 2024. But the point is that it's the biggest of the year so far. Beyonce earned the biggest streaming day of all time on Spotify on March the 29th with 87.1 million streams. Okay, so this has nothing to do with 2024 anymore. This is the biggest streaming day of all time on March 29th. 87.1 million. Beyonce Cowboy Carter's aims to be number one debut on Billboard 200 with over 350,000 units sold in the first week in the US. This marks the biggest debut of the year. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter's earned 76.1 million the first day on streams on global Spotify charts. Okay, so that first one was on the US charts. This is global charts. This is biggest debut for 2024. Woo! We still got more accolades. Here we go. Beyonce was the number one most streamed artist on the globe on Spotify Global for the first time in her career with Cowboy Carter. Wow, that's crazy. The number one most streamed artist on the globe. That's crazy. That was the first time. Beyonce earned the biggest streaming debut of her career on Spotify for Act 2 Cowboy Carter, and it surpassed Act 1 Renaissance. Yo, go Beyonce. Let's go, man. All right, I got a little bit more. Beyonce Jolie debuts at number 8 on global Spotify charts with 5 million streams. Beyonce and Miley Cyrus, Two Most Wanted, debut at number 7 on global Spotify charts with 5 million streams. And then Beyonce Cowboy Carter has broken the all-time record for biggest first-day streams for a female country album in Amazon history. Woo! All right, hold on. I still got more. Beyonce and Post Malone, Levi Jeans has entered the top 10 US on iTunes. And Beyonce Yaya has entered the top 10 on US iTunes. Wow. Do we have any more? Cowboy Carter. Okay, I got that one already. All right. Boom. All right. I think that's it. Wow. So those are all the records that Beyonce has broken. Hold on. I have one more that Erica Badu posted. Cowboy Carter makes Beyonce's biggest debut on Amazon Music with the most first-day global streams of all of her albums and the most first-day streams for a country album by a female artist. That was on Amazon. Wow. Yo, we got to bring out the applause machine, man. Yo, shout out to the Queen Bee. Yo, that was crazy. I told you guys this was going to be a huge album. I told you it was going to be big. I'm actually a little surprised that it's bigger than Renaissance, but because cowboy music, because country music is such a huge genre out there, I think this is probably why it's surpassed Renaissance. And it's kind of funny because I really didn't see it going like that crazy on social media when it released. But I did just check it this morning before I did the show. And it's crazy. I think it maybe took a little while to catch on. When I say a little while, I mean a couple of hours. I mean a day or so. But somebody wrote, listening to Beyonce's version of Jolie, all I can say is Beyonce Carter knows Beyonce. Well, these are memes, so I really can't articulate that. But somebody said, Jay-Z, wild as hell. Imagine giving a speech at the Grammy Awards about Album of the Year, and the whole time he knows Beyonce is sitting on this album. Somebody else wrote, I feel like Renaissance made you feel proud to be who you are, while Cowboy Carter invokes a sense of pride of being Black. It's a great day to be a Black woman. Oh, that's a nice feeling. Kimberly Clark 82 wrote, Beyonce, how? And I truly cannot emphasize enough how this makes me feel. 10 on 10. I love this album. So yeah, anyway, so those are a couple of reviews here. I'll read you one more. I'm sitting here thinking about how this woman ended a world tour in October, put out a global film of the tour in December, announced a new album in February, put it out in March, all while releasing perfume and a hair care in between. Girl, this has just been the past 6 months. Yo, yeah, man. Beyonce is just amazing. Round of applause again for Cowboy Carter. Let me know if you guys have listened to the album, and if you have, let me know what you think about it. Send me your emails, trentoutloud@cfqr600.com, or comment below, or send me a DM or comment on all of my social platforms at Trent Out Loud. Let me know what you think of Beyonce Cowboy Carter. All right, in our third and last quick story, Future earns his second biggest US sale debut of his career with We Don't Trust You, only being behind What a Time to Be Alive with Drake. So his biggest debut ever is What a Time to Be Alive with Drake. His second is the album that he just released, We Don't Trust You. Ironically, this album is only getting this much views and listens and talk because he put Kendrick on it, and Kendrick is dissing Drake. So really, Future's first biggest album is because of Drake, and his second biggest album is because of Drake. And I think it's a little disrespectful that Future would let Kendrick diss Drake on this album. However, I digress because I have mad respect for Future, and I'm joking a little bit. But y'all know that I'm a big Drake fan. You know I went off with this whole diss. Listen, I understand why Future did what he had to do. There has been lately a little rift because of Metro Boomin and Drake. So I totally get it. It's probably more Metro than Future. But all in all, I love it. Actually, it's all hip hop, and but I always got to have Drizzy's back as a Montreal native. You know what I'm saying? By way of Toronto, lived in Toronto for a couple of years. As a Canadian, the country, we got Drake's back. So it's Canada against US right now. So anyway, shout out to Future. I'm joking, man. Shout out to Future for having his second biggest debut. I haven't checked out Future's album either. I heard it is actually pretty good. Of course, everyone's just talking about this song like that. I even heard like LeBron was kind of like bumping his head to Kendrick's verse at a Lakers game last night, which I find funny because like Kobe and Drake are supposed to be like super tight. But we'll see. We'll see what Drake does. He still hasn't responded yet. He still hasn't come back. I was watching Academic stream the other day, and he was like, Drake doesn't have to come back with a diss track. He's trying to bait Kendrick in. I totally agree with him. I think Drake should just let this quiet down a little. Drake should do the same thing like Kendrick did. Jump like on a feature on somebody else's album, say a couple of slick lines back to Ross and Kendrick, and wait for Kendrick to drop a whole song, like a whole diss track. If you want to come at the king, come accordingly, Kendrick, and drop a whole diss track. And if you want to go feature for feature and just do verse for verse, that's what we're going to keep on doing. But if you want to come at the king, you want to come at the GOAT, come correct, and then we'll reply to you. All right? That's it. Drake, somebody could send this to Drake. Don't send out a diss track to Kendrick. Just come back to him with a feature. Listen to Academics. He's 100% right. That's a good war strategy. Let Kendrick come to you with a complete diss track. If not, all he gets is a verse. And that's it. All right. We're done with quick news. All right. This brings us to everyone's new favorite segment, Speed News. Ring my bell. Apple is blocked. Just had to block Apple. I'm getting tired of them trying to take ish from me. This is actually really funny. I had to put this in Speed News really quickly. It's trending out here that people are blocking Apple on their credit cards because they have too much charges going through Apple. And at the end of the month, you just see this Apple charge and you don't know what's going on. It's really not Apple to blame. It's really yourself to blame. But it's really funny, and I can identify because I look at my credit card sometimes and I'm like, what the hell is Apple billing me for? So there's a new viral trend out here that you could, I don't know if this there's an app going on or you call your credit card, but anyways, I'm going to put it up on my YouTube page for those of you who are listening to this on CFQR 600 or on podcast platform. Go to my YouTube page at Trent Out Loud. I'll put up the image for you. I don't know, maybe you might recognize this as an app, but people are blocking Apple charges out here. Be careful because there's some charges on things that you might need. I actually heard also too, there's maybe an app that could charge that for you. But anyways, I just do this in Speed News because I thought it was really funny because I feel the same way. After this, I'm going through my phone to check out what Apple is charging me and what things I don't need to use. Check your stuff too and let me know. All right, in our second speed story, Nicki Minaj hits Madison Square Gardens and she posts this. Barbs, we did it. I love you so much. This is a different type of bond. I can only thank God. What a night. God bless you. Thank you. Sold out Madison Square Garden. And what's really nice too is that she put up a video of her son, which I don't think we actually know his real name because she just calls him Papa Bear. But it's really cute. Go to my YouTube page and check out the video. He's really cute. It's like he's sitting in a skybox or something, watching his mom. He must be 2 or 3 years old. He has a little fitted on and his hair is long. He looks super cute. But shout out to Nicki Minaj. 15, 20 years in the game, still at the top of the game, still having #1 albums out here and still selling out Madison Square Garden. So shout out to Nicki Minaj. She's actually coming to Montreal soon, I think April or May or something. So Let me know if you guys are checking out when Nicki Minaj comes to Montreal, and I'm sure she's also coming to Toronto. She has some Canadian dates. Let me know if you're checking out Nicki Minaj. But shout out to Nicki, still at the top of her game, still selling out Madison Square Garden. All right, in our third speed story, I just wanted to send out an RIP. Yesterday was Nipsey Hussle's 5th anniversary of his passing. I can't believe it's been 5 years. It feels like it was literally like last year or just a couple of years ago. Can't believe it's 5 years already. But it was March the 1st, 2019, where Nipsey Hussle was murdered senselessly, stupidly. Lauren London put out this on Instagram. If you know me, you know March is always tough for me. 31 days of holding my breath. This day decided to fall on Easter Sunday, this 2024. Interesting. Considering your name, God will rise. Energy never dies. I love you eternally. Nipsey Hussle. So rest in peace, Nip. All right, in our fourth speed story, Donald Trump is selling God Bless the USA Bibles for $60. And $60 US, by the way. I'll read to you the story. Looks like Donald Trump is now in business of selling Bibles. Trump recently announced his partnership with country music singer Lee Greenwood in effort to utilize his song, God Bless the USA. Trump said in a video on social media, all Americans need a Bible in their homes, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's also a lot of people's favorite book. The Bible is covered in the American flag, as well as Trump's endorsement of a text that Christians consider to be sacred. This is the latest hustle in the midst of his legal woes. This guy is seriously ridiculous, man. Like, how could you not see, like, that's why the story ended off like, this is just the latest hustle in his legal woes. Like, I'm not saying not to buy the Bible, but why would you want to buy a Bible for Donald Trump for $60 when you know this is just going towards him spending money on his legal fees? This is not going to his presidential campaign. This is going to him paying his legal fees for all this stupid stuff he does. Like, I don't understand, like, the people that buy his shoes, that buy the Bible, that buy all of that stuff, like, it's just beyond me. But hey, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to support your boy, you want to help him with his legal problems, go out and buy a Bible for $60 and be my guest, man. All the more power to you. All right, on our fifth and final speed story, Tesla has produced its 6 millionth car. They put out, thank you to our owners and teams around the world for your support and hard work. It truly matters. 6 millionth car. Anyway, shout out to Tesla. Congrats. But I was shocked by this. I was like, only 6 million? I know that's a big number, but when you look at like Honda, Toyota, etc., like, that's not a lot. I mean, I didn't do a Google search, but I think if I do it now quickly, like just quickly, like how many Hondas does Honda produce per year? Okay, quick Google search. Let's see. All right, in 2019, Honda produced 5 million cars. 2020, 4.4 cars. 2021, 4.1, and 2022, 3.87. And those are COVID years. Like, before COVID was 5 million, and during COVID was 4, 4, and 3. Well, 3.87, which is basically 4. And in Tesla's whole history, they've only produced 6 million cars. That's crazy. Anyways, I know there's like a long waiting list, and it's probably like the lithium and batteries and stuff. But I mean, I'm not ishing on Tesla, but I was just shocked at that number. I thought it would be way more. Like, people have been telling me like they have, like, anyways, I'm not a big Tesla person. I don't know, but you guys let me know if you are shocked by that number. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys are shocked by that number, but I am shocked that they've only produced 6 million cars. And also in other related news, just want to let you guys know that there's a video that Marquise put out about Tesla racing a Porsche, the Tesla Cybertruck racing a Porsche while towing a Porsche, and the Tesla wins. By the way, that's not true. Marquise put out a video where that's not true because it really wasn't a full quarter mile. It was like half of the quarter mile. Like it was only like a couple of 100 feet, but then because of course it's battery operated, so there's no gear, so of course it's going to start out fast. But he played the video of the whole entire race, and the Porsche 911 completely beats the Cybertruck. I know that has nothing to do with the 6 million, but I just want to let you guys know because I saw that video. So for all you Tesla lovers out there that's like, this Cybertruck could beat the Porsche, it only beats it in the first 100 feet, but in the whole quarter mile, the Cybertruck does not beat the Porsche. And they didn't use the high level turbo 911. They used like the small little basic one. And even at that, it still didn't beat it. So I just want to put that out there. But shout out to Tesla. Congratulations on your 6 millionth car. All right, this brings us to question of the day. All right, earlier I said I had 2 questions, but I'm only doing 1 because I'm already running out of time. So what's a weird smell that you like? All right, I've been waiting all weekend to do this. I literally found this I think it was like on Friday or Saturday. I'm like, man, I'm going to do this on Monday show. All right, so let me go to the comment section. Wendy82 said, my husband's, which is hilarious. D-Force Shampoo said gasoline. Totally agree with you. I love the smell of gasoline. I know that's weird, but I love it. I love pulling to a gas station, or I love like back in the day, like when my dad had his gas lawnmower, there'd be gas like in the garage. Love gas smell. I know it's weird, but this is the question. What's a weird smell that you like? Love gasoline. So there's already my answer. I guarantee you like 80% of these answers are going to be my answers. Naya_certain wrote, the inside of a freezer smells so good. Totally understand what you're saying. Freezers have a weird smell. I don't know if it's a good smell, but I just like weird smells or like distinct smells. My Maya doll wrote fresh cut grass. 1000% agree. I told you I'm going to agree with everything. Fresh cut grass. Is that a tongue twister? Fresh cut grass. Yo, I love the smell. Totally love it. Sync KC wrote, y'all remember when your elementary classroom used to smell like a combination? Oh, sorry, I cut it off. Y'all remember when your elementary school smelled like a combination of construction paper, glue, paste, no bills, and no responsibility? Yeah, that smell. Oh my gosh. This answer actually had me going because I do remember that elementary school, but he kind of turn it into like a little joke with no bills and no responsibility. Funny. Lauren3_11_001 wrote, wet concrete, like when it rains. Okay, I could see that. At first I was like, wet concrete, I don't know how it smells, but yes, I do that. I remember doing some work at my house and the contractor was using concrete. I do like the smell. Action of their 82 wrote, new car smell. Love new car smell. There's actually a spray with new car smell. New car smell. Love new car smell. Somebody wrote rubbing alcohol. Love it. I told you guys I was going to love everything here. I was seriously excited since Friday to do this. Fresh sneakers. Of course, y'all know that sneaker boutique. Love fresh sneakers. New money. Love that. The smell of chlorine from a pool water. Okay. I do not love that at all. I do like how much I hate it though, which is a little bit strange. I totally get it, but I hate it. But I like still smelling it. Like I'll take out like the chlorine pucks and I know that I don't like it, but I'll still wait there and be like, I hate this, but I still smell it. Nail polish smell. Love nail polish smell. Gas as a kid. I was like, man, that smells so good. Pine Sol. Loves Pine Sol. Bleach. Agreed. Lemon and lavender. My gosh, my fabric softener is lavender. Love it. Magic marker. Love it. Lifestyle. Love it. Rain. Love it. Gasoline, love it. Grilled onions, love it. Permanent marker is amazing. Gasoline, bleach. Somebody said a fart. Fresh cut lawn. It's not that you love a fart smell, but you just want to see, like, if somebody passes, I don't know if I could say that on the radio. Sorry, bleep me out if it's wrong. When somebody passes gas, it's not that you like it, but it's like you still like to smell how bad it is. People don't want to admit that, but you take a second, like if someone's like, oh, I passed gas, you always wait and be like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, that was bad. Like you just want to smell how bad it is. Anyways, fresh cut lawns, crayons, love that. Gas, cigarettes in the box. I don't know if I really like cigarettes. Train station, when you're walking down into it. Fire. Oh, I do like the smell of fire too. Anyways, that's it for the comments. But I couldn't even answer because literally like 9 out of 10 answers are my answers. So let me know. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Send me an email. Trent Out Loud at cfqr600.com, or comment below, or send me a DM or comment on any of my social platforms at Trent Out Loud. All right, this brings us to sports news. I told you guys last podcast or last week that I'm going to start talking a little bit more about the NBA because it's my favorite time of the year. And normally sports news, we more just talking about viral moments that athletes are doing and not so much of the game, the actual game. But when it's playoff time or Super Bowl time, we're going to talk some sports. LeBron hit 40 points last night, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 9 of 10 3-points. Lakers starter scored 14 out of 16 total points last night. Kind of rubs me a little bit of the wrong way because LeBron and them could have been doing this. LeBron and team could have been doing this during the season. But LeBron and AD and all of them, they rest up. They don't play full force during the season. They make sure they make the play-in and then go hard in the playoffs. I understand, no Diddy, by the way. I understand that LeBron is getting older. He has to do load management, etc. He's 39 years old. I get it. I still don't like it. But let's go over the standings. And then I got to ask you guys the same question because I didn't get enough answers or emails from you guys. So I want to know, ask the question now. I want to know who is going to be in the NBA Finals. Right now, as it stands, Boston Celtics is number 1, Bucks are 2, Cavaliers are 3, the Knicks are 4, Magic is 5, Pacers are 6, Heat is 7th, Sixers are 8th, Bulls are 9th, and the Hawks are in 10th spot. So any of those play-ins on the East Coast is not going to really do anything. They're all horrible. I think in the Eastern Conference Final, of course, the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be Milwaukee and the Bucks. I really want the Bucks to go, but I think Celtics are going to make it. In the Western Conference Finals, Thunder, OKC Thunder is number 1. That's crazy. Thunder is number 1. Nuggets is 2. Timberwolves are 3. Clippers are 4. 5 are the Mavericks. Pelicans are in 6th place. The Kings are in 7th. The Suns are in 8th. Lakers are in 9th, and Warriors are in 10th. So this means that the West Coast play-in is going to be super fire because it's going to be between the Kings and the Suns and the Lakers and the Warriors. I think that's how it goes, right? 7 and 8 plays and 9 and 10 plays, something like that, and then they play between and one of them make it. Yeah, I'm going with my Warriors. I believe in Steph 100%. But I think ultimately either the Clippers or Denver, which I do not want to win and I do not want it to go back to back, but I would like the Clippers. I like it to be the Clippers. I think it will be I would like it to be the Clippers and Bucks. That's what I would like. I think it's going to be Denver and Boston. Those are my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is the end of the show. I thought I was going to put together a small Easter Monday show for you guys. It ended up being a full show. You know, I guess I'm just good at what I do. You know what I mean? But it's the end of the show. Like I always say at the end of all the shows, if you're listening to this on YouTube or podcast platforms, please try to tune in weekdays on CFQR600.com or 600 AM on your radio stations, in Montreal.com, worldwide. We do play the Trent Out Loud podcast on CFQR600.com with music, 90s and 2000 hip hop and R&B. It's a full hour weekdays from 11 to 12. CFQR600.com. Tune in anywhere in the world on any device on any platform, and you can listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast with music. It's really dope. If you're listening to this on CFQR600.com or 600 AM, and you do like the show and you do enjoy it, and you can't always listen from 11 to 12 on your radio or online at CFQR600.com, please know that you could go to my YouTube page and listen to it on demand. Obviously, without the music, we cannot play the music on YouTube for copyright reasons, but you can go to my YouTube page at Trent Out Loud and catch the daily podcast every day, Monday to Friday. I'm bringing to you all the viral moments, everything that's going on in entertainment and pop culture and in sports. You can also listen to this on podcast platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it be Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, whatever, Google, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast. Just search on any platform, whether it be on YouTube or podcast, just search Trent Out Loud. Thank you for supporting your boy. That's it. I'm out. I'm still full. I'm not going to eat for the rest of the day. I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace. For more content, you could subscribe, download, or listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, or you could watch us on YouTube. Just search Trent Out Loud. For showtimes and updates, you could follow us on all social platforms at Trent Out Loud. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. Once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.